What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Tony D2 Wild checking in once again. Tony Digital bringing back another 4K visual, back with another banger today, guys, on the review of the upcoming Jordan 12 University Gold. Guys, today we have the review of the upcoming Jordan 12 University Gold. These are actually set to release tomorrow on Friday, July 24th, which is actually different. We're used to the Saturday releases, but with all the releases getting pushed back, moved around, these seem to have fallen in the middle of the week. Well, I said middle of the week, at the end of the weekday instead of the weekend. So we got these releasing tomorrow, and the retail price point is $190. These are pretty, I would say, well known, based upon the fact that these were worn by Gary Payton back in the day when he played for the Los Angeles Lakers. I want to say that was like 2002, I want to say, because that was when they went and played against the Detroit Pistons back when it was Gary Payton, Karl Malone, and the team looked stacked to me. I mean, you had Gary Payton, Kobe, Karl Malone, Shaq, and then Rick Fox that probably played small forward at the time. There was a couple of people, Robert Horry, all of it. There was a couple of people that was playing during that time. I was a kid, and I was very, very hurt when we got beat by the Pistons. I was in LA at the time as well. The Pistons just had too much defense, bro. It is what it is. But like I said, it was once a PE by Gary Payton, now being brought to the public. And I can't lie, on paper, looking at pictures, these were magnificent. They look magnificent. I love the colorway. And still, even looking at them right now, I like the colorway. So don't get me wrong with that. But I was very disappointed in the type of material that was used. Very similar, if not the same exact leather that was used on the Jordan 1 Pine Greens. If you look, let it focus, there is that matted, dull type of leather there. It's not really like the Flu Game leather. I would have liked to have a Flu Game leather with that. But what is very crazy is that the material used on the paneling of the whole upper is totally different than on the tongue. The tongue actually uses that patent leather, the same leather that's on the Flu Game. So you have two different leathers going on, at least on the upper. I mean, it's known that this will be usually different than that. You know what I'm saying? So it's not odd to have different leathers, but for the tongue to be different than the actual shoe, it just threw me off. So you can see the tongue, and look, you see what I'm saying? You can just tell right there. So I don't know what they were doing. I don't know if they had some leftover leather from the Pine Green 2.0s, or I think even the Sports Illustrated. There's been a couple of shoes that have used this same exact leather this year. I want to say maybe Sports Illustrated, Pine Greens, and a couple of others. And I just really haven't been a fan when it came to this one in general. I wish they would have used the same leather that was used on the Flu Games. I think they even used the same leather that was on the Sport Royal version, the black and blue one. I think that was more close to the Flu Game than what these were. But with that being said, take away the leather. The shoe itself, I like it a lot. I can't lie. Black and yellow. Pittsburgh Steelers fans out there are going to love this. And like I even said, the LA Knights, the LA Los Angeles Lakers jersey, the LA Knight one, the black and yellow one, goes well with it as well. It is worn. It was worn by a Laker, so it's something that I can somewhat, have a little bit of love for that black and yellow. But for me, it's going to be a pass. I don't like the leather. I don't like really the type of material that was used on this shoe in general. Even the Jumpman, I wasn't a fan of. It's just like, it's not even the typical Jordan 12, which is usually like a hard plastic. This is like almost like a vinyl, or it's like a vinyl type of material or something. It's not, maybe it's a different type of plastic that is used, and I'm just not really a fan of it. Translucent sole, but very, very hard to see. That doesn't really matter to me, but it is still semi-transparent, has that, bubblegum type of look of going on. The paint job is of a very shine, and that's another thing that just threw me off. Usually when they use that leather that's used on the Flu Games, it has that shine somewhat, or, the light reflects off of it. When you look at this shoe, it's matte. Then you have shiny, paint. Just looking at it, it just looks, the black don't match. It doesn't blend well. You know what I'm saying? Let me go grab my Flu Games so we can look at the differences. All right, so we have the Flu Game. Look at that. Look at the leather. Look at that leather on there. Look at how this blends. It's not really much of a difference. Has somewhat a little bit of a shine, not too shiny. but you can see everything just, I mean, the quality of the leather looks magnificent in my opinion. And then let's put them close with these, and you can just see the clear differences, and that's where my problem is. I was looking more for this with this colorway. If this was the same but yellow, they would have had me sold, bro. Even like I said, that you see the plastic different. This difference is there, but you know, it is what it is. I just want you guys to see that, so at least you can know when going to cop it. So I talked bad about the shoe. Do I think it's a horrible shoe? No, I actually like these. Like, they're dope. But when it comes to me picking shoes that I'm gonna keep versus, you know, let go, there's a lot of things that I have a higher standard at this point, because I'm already on an overload. But behind this camera is tons of shoes as we speak. So with this one, I'm gonna let this one go. Another thing that I noticed as well, you look at the snake print, a little bit, it's like, look at the snake print, so you can see. You see that? More detailed. This one's a little bit more smoother. It's a little bit more subtle on that. But, you know, these are the University Golds. I honestly think that if you love black and gold and you like this material, you gonna look past it, go for them. They should be pretty dope to get. I do think these might be a little bit harder. I feel like people actually like these. A lot of you guys like them, so I think these are actually gonna do pretty well. I don't see them sitting for much like that long. So, you know, just be on the lookout for it. But overall, 1 to 10, like I said, 1 to 10 on this shoe, I give it like a 7 to 8. That's my opinion. As bad as I might have said how much I just didn't like it, or what threw me off, or what disappointed me, they are overall a good shoe. They look great in pictures. They look even better. They look like a 9 in pictures, but when having them in hand and looking at them and that material, that's what just kind of is a bummer to me. You know what I'm saying? But overall, dope. If you can look past it, if you like the Pine Green 2.0s, you will love these, and trust me, you will love these. So I think a lot of y'all will like them. I think this is more so just a 20D2 Wild problem rather than a overall, like, tons of y'all not liking them. But let me know down below. Let me know, are you going after these or not? Is that leather what you like? Would you have liked it to have the Flu Game leather? You know what I'm saying? Just let me know down below, and that's how we'll go. You feel me? We'll go from there. But yeah, University Gold. So yeah, guys, make sure you guys hit that like button, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. And we are gonna end it here, guys, and end you guys off with a on-foot review. I love y'all. Thank y'all. Stay blessed. We got some sneaker battles coming up next week. I got 2 of them ready. Bangers. You just don't even know. It's your boy 20D2 Wild. I'm checking in. I'm checking out. Peace.